Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today we're going to be taking a look at Terra Luna, specifically to see, what's been going on most recently with the price action and, what might actually happen next here. We obviously have had phenomenal growth with this particular altcoin. It's not one that we normally actually talk about on the channel, but there is such high demand for, knowing what's going on from a technical analysis point of view. I've decided to kind of include this one going forward. So we have 38,000% in gains, pretty much from the low points of November 2020. Now, for anyone who's kind of familiar with the bull run structure, this actually was, pretty much, or 2021 here, being the kind of wave 3 scenario. But for Terra Luna, that's not necessarily the case. So Luna here, actually, we might be looking at a pretty significant pull to the upside. Yet to be seen 100%. So we're going to be watching out for a few things here. So first of all, if this is just a single wave to the upside, and this would be in an A wave up and then a B wave down, what would the expectations be on an ABC to the upside? Well, this would actually show us about $325, right? So at the kind of the minimum kind of threshold here of what we would be kind of expecting to see, and I say minimum, but I mean by this is, the most probable, okay? Because there's normally a 1-to-1 ratio with an A wave and a C wave, right? So if this is just an A wave and this is a B wave down, then this C wave should end approximately around $325. Now, sometimes it can fall short. Sometimes it can overextend, but most commonly it's a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? So it's good to know that. Now, of course, if we go up to, some of these interestingly higher levels, which, is possible but very unlikely in my opinion, we potentially have a third wave would be triggered here at about $4,900, okay? Now, obviously that's possible, but not probable, okay? So we do think that this is likely to be a scenario of an ABC, where we might overextend a little bit, we might just come down a little bit shorter, but this seems to be the most probable, okay, long term. So in terms of, Terra Luna and, price predictions, this is the area that we kind of want to focus in on. And as we often say on the channel, we dollar cost average out like we would have dollar cost averaged into the market, okay? So is there still potential here? I think there is still plenty of potential here, okay? And if we actually just take a look at our current price up to that point there, it's about 230%. Like I said, though, it is possible that we, continue to grow and maybe actually, push up to some of these higher levels, right? Because an 8x from this current position, it wouldn't be too difficult, I don't think, for Terra Luna to actually kind of push that high. And that would basically be just short of, $1,000 Luna, right? So, just short of a 10x, right? $960. So, I think, yeah, let's focus in on 325 to start with and see how those waves kind of perform and to see what's going out on the longer time scale. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to jump down into the most recent kind of time frame, so the hourly, and so you get an idea of the recent moves that have been going on, right? Because on the smaller scale, we had this impulsive move to the upside. We hit the 2.618, okay, on that final fifth wave. So we basically had a really good run here. It's actually quite a close call between wave 1 and 3 as to which one is actually shorter than the other, but for the most part we actually hit all of the nails on the head there in terms of that impulsive move. So that basically was started way back down here in the 22nd of February 2022. We've had a good run to the upside here. Then we started to see a reversal. Now there's a lot of overlap here, so for the most part this is actually just a really large ABC correction move, and the good news about this, guys, is that we are sticking to structure. Okay, so as you can see here, we had a really deep wave 2. Again, something that you would expect to see. Wave 2 is usually deeper than wave 4 from a standard Elliott wave perspective. We have the standard ABC that followed after the 5 impulsive move, and now we're looking pretty decently here to the upside, right? So what we've got so far is a double top scenario, a little bit short actually on officially calling it a double top, but I'm just going to mark that up. I'm going to make that yellow so we can see that there, and we create the double top. This means that we might be looking for a slight pullback here, okay, coming back into this range just down at the bottom. This would effectively be about $92, okay, and what this will mean is there'll be a flat correction, right? A, B, C, okay, and this follows this move here, which is impulsive, okay? So this is a small impulsive move on our hourly chart, right? We have this one. Okay, so we have the impulsive move followed by an ABC flat correction. Now this is very much resonating or symbolizing what happened at the early stages of this move in February. Okay, so this should then be followed up by an additional impulsive move. Okay, so a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, obviously, it would probably be on a smaller scale, because what we're actually counting here is something a little bit more longer term. Okay, so this is just the hourly chart. So we'd end up with another kind of move like this. This would then be followed by, another corrective move. And then after that, we'd have another set of impulsive waves to the upside before we end up with a larger correction. Now, if I zoom on out of this, you can obviously see that journey and where that's going. That comes in, a little bit up there towards those kind of thresholds of the larger scale. So if I zoom on out a little bit on this this hourly chart, let me see if I can just bring this in a little. It's not actually letting me bring it in anymore. So yeah, let me just bring that over here. So as you can see, right, 5 impulsive moves up, 3 corrective moves down, 5 impulsive moves up, flat correction, 5 impulsive moves, flat correction, 5 impulsive moves, right? And what this actually looks like is 5, 3, so wave 1 is 5 waves, wave 2 is 3 waves, and then all of this will be wave 3, which is a 5-wave move. And obviously the sub waves in there are 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, and then we have a 4th wave pullback and then a 5th wave going higher. That's the kind of structure that we're looking for on Luna. Now it's looking pretty good so far. Obviously we're speculating a little bit because we don't know necessarily that that's the structure that we're going to definitely have or anything like that, but that's kind of what we're looking for. Okay, so on the shorter time frame, we're looking for corrective action down to about $92, and then we're looking for a start of an A wave, a small B wave, or a deeper B wave, and then an impulsive C wave that effectively goes 1, 2, 3, then a 4th and a 5th. And if we get that, then we'd expect ABC afterwards. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Now, a stochastic RSI, the momentum behind the price for Luna, right now we are reasonably positioned, so we could see this one come back down into the oversold area. We take a look at the 4-hourly, it's already down there, and the 8-hourly needs to have a corrective move. So it is possible that we have a deeper corrective move before we have the impulsive break. And the daily chart is in a reasonable position, but we could potentially start to see that also pull back down a little bit. Okay, so if I bring this back in, you can kind of see here what's going on, right? And on the daily chart, you can really get a good flavor and a good idea as to that structure, right? Because if we're talking about moving up into this C wave higher, and maybe even going a bit further beyond, you already have this impulsive move upwards. We have the ABC correction, and this could just be a wave 1 waiting for completion. Then we pull back down into a wave 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get into that $325 range very, very comfortably here. I don't think there's a scenario in my mind where this is actually difficult for Luna. I think we should be really considering going much higher than this, but I do not anticipate this larger structure turning impulsive. But there are some really good key areas that I think we might actually end up hitting here with Luna. So there's a lot of potential here still, but we do have to obviously be aware that there are a lot of VCs that are invested in Luna, and as a result of that, that is going to increase selling pressure at some point. I don't know how long they're vested for and all of that kind of good stuff, so do be open to those and to understanding what that means, because they do invest super early in private sales. They see absolutely crazy gains and then they will just dump them on the market. They don't care. VCs generally, they don't care about the projects or the protocols. The only thing they care about is the percentage yield that they're earning on their investment, right? And they will cash that in at some point. They are not going to be holding on to it long term, and that's a part of their strategy, which is very unlikely when it comes to cryptocurrency. So we want to be quite open to the idea that we want to be dollar cost averaging out as the price moves up. We don't want to be setting a single price target like 325, for example. We might say, okay, we'll sell a certain portion of our bag at $125. We'll sell another portion of a bag at maybe $210, and then we'll sell another portion at $300, and then a little bit more at maybe $400 or whatever, right? Whatever you believe the price is going to go to, just dollar cost average out the same way that you would dollar cost averaged into the market. That way you can make sure that you can lock in your gains on the journey to the upside, rather than potentially carrying a bag over into a bear market that you don't actually want to do or never actually intended to do. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. You're not going to be disappointed. Come and join us down in Discord, and me and Chris are down there pretty much every single day chatting with the community. Guys, with all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.